Well, something a little different at Club J for a change. It's not too often we get new stuff. Well, a lot of times when you get new stuff, it's because old stuff dies. And that thing I used to have right here, which used to have these red balls that floated in that thing died. The pump in it died. China garbage. Couldn't fix it. I forget if I even made a video on it. But I took and I stole the LEDs out of it, and they still kind of twinkle like that. So that's just held on with double stick tape. And the wire runs down, and there's a plug somewhere. There's a little switch on it, and that connects to the USB I have here. But I got these now. These are the water dancing speakers, the dancing water speakers, I should say. And they have 4 LEDs in them. There's red, blue, green, and yellow. There is what looks like water, but it's not. It's actually mineral oil in them, and they dance when you turn it on. They have you know, little speakers in them here, so they are actual speakers, and they don't sound that bad for like little speakers, but they're not good speakers. I'll give you an example in a second. It also depends on what's in the music you're playing. If it's very, you know, certain frequencies will make them dance more and stuff like that. And of course the volume also will do that. Let me see if I can kill this thing behind it, because otherwise it kind of detracts from it. So let me shut down a couple things and I'll give you a sample. Okay, I'm going to be playing a copyrighted song, so I'm going to limit this to less than 30 seconds. Here's a sampling from somewhere right in the beginning-ish middle part of Who's Zoomin' Who by Aretha Franklin. So that was the sample of that. I'll find some other songs for you. And here's a sample from Caribbean Queen by Billy Ocean. Caribbean Queen, now we're sharing the same dream, and our hearts that beat as one. No more love on the run. I lose my cool when she steps in the room. And here is another sample from something that not a lot of you have probably heard. This is called Dancing with the Lion by Andreas Vollenweider. This album had the most interesting music I've ever heard in my life, and there is nothing else quite like it. To make these dance real nice, you need a very plinky plunky song, and that is exactly what this is. Here we go. And these are the dancing water speakers. This happens to be Supersonic brand. You can find them, you know, online. In some stores you could find them. You'll find them under a host of different brand names. Again, this was Supersonic, but it all comes out of the same factory in China. So you will find, if you, especially if you read reviews like on Amazon, that the quote-unquote water in them leaks out. Now there's no, you can't see it here because it stays in the reservoir at the bottom there, and it only comes up when the music goes like that. But I've read many reviews that the stuff leaks, and if it does, you can drill out a little plastic plug they have in there and refill it with mineral oil, which is exactly what's in it, and get some more use out of them. Certainly a nice conversation piece, and it does certainly make for, I don't know how well the camera picks up, on the edges of the acrylic plastic here. But anyway, certainly is a nice little piece just for the quote-unquote graphic equalizer factor of it. Let me see if I have another song that's maybe royalty-free. In fact, I do. And I'll play that in its entirety, and that way you can get to really watch these go. I forgot to mention in the second song I gave you there, Billy Ocean, that I turned on the stereo so you get better sound. I just wanted you to sample what the actual sound from these sounded like to begin with. They stay on with everything, and by the way, you must have it hooked up to USB or a 5-volt supply with a USB connector in order for them to work. This is the Cannery by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, and I should be able to play this one in its entirety. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag the rest of the video, but if they do, what am I going to do? You need some music in your life, right? Too bad YouTube has to yell about that with the Music Mafia and all that great stuff. Anyways, here we go in its entirety. This is 3 minutes and 2 seconds, so if you want to skip ahead, of course you can. Beginning part of the song gets a little, starts off a little slow, but then it picks up. And I have the volume of the song set so you get the best effect out of these. Otherwise it just blasts right to the top, and not so good, Al. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and before you go, for all you purists out there that say, oh Jay, you should have killed the lights behind it, you know, the big blue and red and green things that are skimming around there, well, that's left for you to experiment once you pick these up. Of course, I can't comment really on the longevity of them because, like they say, they do leak. That's why I bought 2, because I know it's going to happen, and I'm handy enough I might even be able to fix it should it die. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. If you've made it this far, congratulations for sticking around. A lot of times you can't get the full experience of something seeing it on TV or on YouTube, on the computer, or what have you. So these are something you really do need to see in person. That being the case, if you're interested in joining Jay's Bar and Club J, send me a private message and we'll see what we can do.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the ex, and me into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug.